Hi, today from the beautiful Korcula in Croatia. Today we will talk about the mission in life and why it is important to have a great mission. Stay with me till the end of this video. There will be a contest and something to win. I am in the old town of Korcula, behind the city walls. In the house behind me, Marco Polo was born. This video is a tribute to Marco Polo. He was born here in Korcula, and there is a house of him here in the downtown Korcula. Marco Polo was a man of a great mission. He spent a third of his life in one huge, outrageous travel. He was one of the first European travelers to China. And he went there with his father and his uncle and spent on one huge travel 24 years. Can you imagine that? 24 years. In the years 1271 through 1295, he was traveling from Venice in the Mediterranean to Constantinople, through the Near East, through India, Persia, to China. And apparently he was very welcomed in China, and he became one of the most important officials at the side of the Chinese emperor. And Marco Polo was not only a great traveler, he was also an excellent entrepreneur. He became very rich through that travel. And after his return to Venice, he bought a palace and became one of the most influential international traders in Venice. His travels were so outrageous at that time, so unbelievable, that hardly anybody believed him. And he was called Il Milione in Venice because people thought he was telling million lies in his recounts. But as it turned out later, everything he wrote about was pure truth. And he also described the first paper money made by China very precisely, and how it worked, and how the tax system and how the governmental system worked in China. Marco Polo was a man of great vision. And today we will talk about why it is important to have this great vision in life. These are the travels of Marco Polo. He traveled in 24 years around 24,000 kilometers. At that time you were able to travel maybe 15-20 kilometers a day, because there was no infrastructure, no roads, and you traveled by horses and carriages. It was very troublesome. And imagine in that time to undertake a travel of 24 years, of 24,000 kilometers. Unbelievable. So Marco Polo was a man of great mission. But why is it important for everybody to have great mission? I quote you something from Alice in Wonderland. If you don't know where you are going, any path will take you there. What does it mean? It means if you don't have a goal in your life, if you don't have this great mission, it doesn't matter what you do. You just, go in circles. It doesn't matter what you do and what way you go in your life then. And everything great that was achieved in the history of mankind followed a great mission. Marco Polo's mission was to discover and research the farthest areas of the world, and also to drive into perfection the international trade. And I remember several years ago when my mission was to overcome my limitations, the limitations of my body and my soul, and to manage to survive in an ultramarathon. At first to prepare for my first ultramarathon, then to compete in my second ultramarathon, in the third ultramarathon, and finally to participate in the 111 Sahara Ultra, 111 kilometers in one piece through the desert of Sahara. where only 3 people didn't faint during that race, and I was one of the 3 people. And I really consider myself a lazy person. I always had trouble to get up early and to organize my exercise or to organize my workout, to work out regularly, and so on and so on. But when I had this great mission to participate in an ultramarathon, to run through Sahara, through a desert, or through Namib Desert, or to run 80 kilometers in one piece through the mountains, all these challenges, all these great missions, they drove me, and I had no problems whatsoever to get up at 5:30, because I had to train almost every day. And I had to get up at 5:30 and go to my training to run for 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, sometimes more, 30, 40 kilometers, independently if it was really hot, 30 degrees Celsius, or it was below zero, it was freezing cold, it was raining, it was snowing. In every weather, I didn't have any problems with that. So if people complain, motivation, this traditional motivation, it works only for several days, and then you fall back into your old habits and lose the power to push on. This is because you don't have a great mission in your life. If you have a great mission, this drives you. This lets you overcome these weak moments in your life, these excuses, every excuse. And it also helps you overcome some failures, because failures are not the final defeats. And there is one more aspect. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The world makes way for the man who knows where he is going." So if you know your goal, if you have this great mission, the world arranges itself in order to make it possible for you to achieve that great goal, to fulfill that great mission. And this is nothing of magic. This is just simple psychology, because your mind, your subconscious mind, looks for directions in the surrounding, for the clues, for the opportunities to make that great mission possible. And even if this mission is greater than life, and many people have missions that are really greater than life, they are not only willing to spend their lives following that mission, some of them are willing to give away their lives for their mission. If you have such a great mission, your mind is working relentlessly on making it happen, on making it true. And it gives your life the drive force, the sense to get up every morning and to put all your power into this mission. So, what is your mission? What is it that drives you in your life? Write down in the comment. Let's discuss about this. What is your great mission, your great goal in life? And why do you think it is important for everybody to have a great mission? If you like this video, give me a thumb up, subscribe below, and don't forget to hit the bell button in order not to miss my other videos. Share this video with your loved ones, with your friends. Someday they will thank you for that. And I promised to you the contest in the beginning of the video. Let's do it this way. Share this video on your social media and add to your comment a proof that you shared it. And among the people who shared this video, I will give away one copy of the book I have co-authored with Brian Tracy. He is the best business trainer and the best personal performance trainer in the world. This is a special edition. It looks like this, and the winner will get this special edition with my personal dedication for him. And I have noticed some people selling this special edition for over $100 on eBay, so it is worthwhile. If you like this video, you will like my other videos. Here you will find some of my best videos. Thank you for watching from the beautiful Korcula in Croatia. I wish you a fantastic day today. Let's do something extraordinary today.